my name is Melissa van Dijk, and in today's video I'm going to show you how you can use the same cleanser twice to do your double cleanse, which you would do in the evening only if you're trying to remove your sunscreen and makeup primarily and then remove any excess oil, dirt and sweat from the skin. If you do not wear sunscreen and makeup, there's no need to do a double cleanse. Using the cleanser once is enough. Now, usually double cleansing refers to using an oil or balm cleanser as your first cleansing step, as it is able to properly break down even the most stubborn sunscreen and makeup from the skin, yet in a very effective and gentle way. And then you're moving on to your regular cleanser, treatment cleanser, or an exfoliating acid cleanser to remove the specific residue that the oil or balm cleanser may give you, as well as target your skin type or skin concerns. So this is usually what double cleansing refers to. However, if you now say, well, I'm not wearing sunscreen and or makeup that often, but if I do, I would like to do the double cleanse with it, otherwise I'm not able to properly break it down, and I do not necessarily want to get a second oil or balm cleanser that I do not use that often. It's completely fine to use the same cleanser twice. However, I wouldn't do this method regularly, basically on a daily basis, because this can lead to drying out the skin and skin sensitivity. It does not have to happen. This mainly depends on your skin type as well as the cleanser that you're using, but it can happen quite often. And therefore, if you usually wear your sunscreen and or makeup on a daily basis, I recommend doing the double cleansing with an oil or balm cleanser and then your regular cleanser instead of using your regular cleanser twice. And by the way, if you want to see how you can properly do a double cleanse using an oil or balm cleanser, I have a video for you in the top right corner. Now I want to keep my focus on using the same cleanser twice. So here you can see some examples. So when using your regular cleanser for the first time, you're going to mainly use it to break down the layers from your sunscreen and or makeup that you may have worn throughout the day. And then when using it a second time, it's going to help you to break down any last traces and residue from the skin. Now, if you have worn your sunscreen not only on your face and neck, but your ears as well, maybe décolletage or other body parts too, then I highly recommend doing this double cleansing method in the shower. It is much more convenient, it is less of a mess, you can easily reach every area rather than doing this above the sink and really trying to get it off the skin. So if you can, I highly recommend doing this in the shower, like all the double cleansing methods. It's just much more convenient to do this in the shower. And so this is now what I'm going to show you and demonstrate you. So when it comes to regular cleanser, I'm talking about non-exfoliating acid cleansers, gentle cleansers for your skin type. I have one example right here, which is Cetaphil's Daily Facial Cleanser. It's great for combination to oily skin. If you have a different one, replace it. That's completely fine. Just make sure to read on the back of the packaging on how you should use it. Now this cleanser is suitable for my skin type, therefore I've chosen it. And with most regular cleansers, they do advise that you can use them with water. So either they will tell you apply to dry skin and then rinse it off with water, or that you can use it the dry way or with water. But most often, which is where I want to keep my focus on, they will tell you, well, wet your face, then you massage the cleanser onto wet skin, and then you're going to rinse it off. And you're basically going to do this method twice. So I'm currently wearing my sunscreen as well as makeup that I want to demonstrate on how it can properly break it down. And so in between, when doing the cleansing methods, if you're going to rinse it off, you can use in between some soft and wash, like fresh washcloths, which are makeup cloths, also sometimes called microfiber cloths. So they're very soft and gentle on the skin. They shouldn't feel rough on the skin, otherwise it may again lead to sensitivity, but those are quite soft. So you can use them in between to wet them, and this can help you to properly remove your sunscreen as well as makeup from the skin. You can even get into every area around the eyes, your lips specifically, where you want to take it off. So this is a great helpful guide and tip that I can share with you. If you want to do this twice, I recommend going with 2 cloths so that you're always making sure to take a fresh one. If you're just doing this once, well then 1 is enough. So I'm now going to get started with, first of all, wetting my hair, then my face, and then even the rest of my body. But I want to keep my main focus only on how you can properly remove it from the face, ear, neck, décolletage part. And I'm not going to keep my focus on how I wash my hair or body. So that's like the side note. This is what you usually would do in the shower anyway, but I will show you how you can properly break it down. So when using your cleanser, use between 1 to 2 pumps, which should be more or less about a coin size amount. This can be more or less enough for your face and neck as well as your ears. If you should have a larger area, well then go ahead and use a bit more. This could be on your body to properly massage it onto the area we are trying to get it off. So first of all, let's go ahead and wet everything before we're going to apply the cleanser. So go ahead, take your cleanser, add some product on the palm of your hand, massage it between your hands, and then gently massage it all over your face and neck. Now take your time when doing this, depending on how stubborn your sunscreen and or makeup may be, and please make sure that your regular cleanser is able to properly take it off. So I now have most of my makeup broken down. Now I'm going to keep my focus on my ears as well as further down my neck and décolletage where the sunscreen is on, so that I'm not going to mix my makeup with the sunscreen that I'm having on the ears, so that I'm making sure that everything later on comes properly off the skin. So again, if you have larger areas where you have applied your sunscreen, for example, feel free to use a bit more product so that you're making sure that you have enough to properly get it off the skin. So once you have massaged it all over, you now can go ahead and again rinse it off with lukewarm water to warm water. If you now like to use in between a soft and fresh washcloth, go ahead and do so, wet it, and then this can help you to properly break everything down and take it off the skin so that it's on the cloth, and that you can properly then rinse it off with water later on. Now, based on the demonstration on how I'm currently recording this video, I'm now going to take the shower head off so that I can properly get it over my face as well as neck. If I would do it the way I usually would do, I just would leave it up there, and I'm going to turn myself like this, but this way you won't see it. And I do not want to have everywhere water in my bathroom. I just want to keep it in the shower. So based on how I'm recording it, it now looks like that if you would do it this way, that I'm now going to, with my dirty hands, basically grab the shower head, and then I'm going to leave it on there without cleaning it. I have a shower head above me as well, and I wouldn't even touch it when I'm just being in the shower for myself in that specific case, so therefore there aren't any issues. But if you're going to grab your shower head like this, don't forget to clean it in between so that you're making sure that it won't stay on the shower head itself. And now grab your soft and fresh washcloth or makeup cloth, and this can help you to now properly remove any last residue where you may have forgotten to take it properly off, or where it's a bit more stubborn, so that you can gently but not harshly rub it off, so that it's going to come off quite easily. And you can even go ahead and take it to properly remove your sunscreen around your ears, and even on your body as well, or face and neck, if you like to. So now that you have rinsed it off, or basically taken it off with your soft and fresh washcloth, you now can repeat the same steps with the same cleanser. So applying it on wet skin, and then again you're going to rinse it off. Now you do not have, for the second time, you do not have to use it all over again. You can, if you still should feel the need, there's some residue left, you want to go over it for the second time properly to make sure that it's freshly washed and clean. However, if you now say, well, I just have missed certain areas by the eyes, or maybe the lipstick hasn't come like off that well, or maybe you have forgotten your sunscreen in your ears, then you can go over a smaller area as well, instead of using it all over a larger area. This way you're making sure that you're going to reduce the likelihood of experiencing more dryness or even irritation when doing so. And of course, by the second time, it is still fine to use a soft and fresh washcloth in between if you still should feel the need. So I'm going to wet my face, neck and ears again so that it is wet, and then I'm going to repeat the same steps. So, and once you have rinsed everything off, you've done this now twice, you are sure that everything came off properly, well then there you have it. Now of course you could move on to your hair and body as well. You would do this all in one go. I just like to do the breaks in between, otherwise you wouldn't hear me while I would do it. But you should get the overall idea that you can use the same cleanser twice. You can do this above the sink, however my recommendation would be doing this in the shower, as it is much more convenient. Now I do hope that you enjoyed this video, that you find it helpful. If you did so, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well as share it. And if you now want to learn more about skincare in general, you want to see different cleansing methods, I'm going to leave some of the videos at the end of this video, but you will find more of them on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in the next one. Happy skincaring. Bye!